vision that the book would not be destroyed as I planned. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile.
Hey guys, Layles here. I was so worried for a minute there with the black screen. Today we are going to start playing Myst. And of course you probably noticed that this is technically realMyst Masterpiece Edition, which I believe is the most recent remaster of this game. I never finished it when I bought it. I bought it because I wanted to play it with my dad when it came out, because Myst was his favorite game, and he always said this all the time, and I thought he'd enjoy the remaster. Except he didn't want to. Anyways, I was so scared there that the game was gonna like crash or something, because I've been dealing with trying to play another game today that kept crashing. So, the game I was going to play, that's getting put on hold for now, and we'll play this instead until... Well, not until. I want to finish this game, and we'll come back to the other one maybe at another point. I was going to play Sherlock Holmes. Still want to. I'm just having a lot of issues. So, that whole cutscene was our guy. I think we learn his name later. But he's talking about this book here. Okay, I'm gonna play this with classic Myst because it's not that I dislike free roaming, it's that with the way that this game is to my memory, I think I'm gonna do better and not miss things with a classic. So, click play there. Escape key for main menu. So I might mess with the settings really quick if I can. Flashlight. Okay. So here's our main menu. I'm going to go to settings really quick. We have it at medium. Okay. Here, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm hoping you can still hear. Not a dialogue-heavy game. I just feel like it's really loud for me. So, here we go. So, we just found ourselves here after going through that book, I guess. Okay. Very dark. Does this button do something? No? Guessing we need some type of power. Ooh, there's a button on this side. Settings, dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test 40. Marker switch diagram 47. Water turbulent pool 67. What is this? Hey! Can I come back? I'm gonna write this down. I wonder if those are gonna do different things. So, does this mean this is some type of interdimensional communicator? I know this game has something to do about there being different worlds, and that's what the book has to do with, but I don't know. So 40 equals the extrusion test. 47 is switch marker diagram. And then 67 is a water turbulent pool. So it's on 67 right now, so that must be the water thing. It looked kind of watery. What happens if we do it? I'm just gonna go down or backwards. 47. Oh. Can I look at that? Another way. So I guess there's switches and there's maybe one. I wonder if these lights are for what happens if I do it on this side. Nothing. I wonder why there's two buttons if that one doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's do 40. Huh. Is that supposed to be the island? Does this say do anything? Oh! That's weird. That did not happen before. What does it say now? Okay. I think that's the way it was. Something behind me? Hello? Did it do something out here? I guess I'm gonna leave that and we can come back. This looks to be a switch. I guess we want those on. Is there something go this way? Yeah. What is this? Oh, there's another switch. Is this something that moved? No, it's just a wheel. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Okay. What is this? we go in here? A dental chair? Oh, we can make it look like darkness. January 1 something 1? 12 a.m.? Okay, so that would change. So is this like month, day, year, time? And we're looking at something. I wonder. Here, let's make it dark. This like's supposed to be stars? Huh, okay. So, something about stars, okay. Oh, and it's like the night sky above. So I guess like you can look to see like what the night sky looked like at a specific place and time? Or history? What's this building? Oh. That's no bueno. Is there another book? Again, no bueno. So we just looked at... Really no bueno. Okay, I bet all of these are just gonna be... Well, this one doesn't look that bad. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. I think there's a word for that feeling of like where you're alone but you don't feel welcome because like you're trespassing on nature to an extent. See, this world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. Is this supposed to be maybe about this place? Because it did look kind of woodsy over there. We know we're next to water too. Let's see, I have yet had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. So I think he was talking about Myst. which is where we are, because that's what that book was. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. Well, that's not where we are. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Okay, so there's a Catherine. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. I feel like we're gonna need this for some reason. Little diagram. So, what, like a bunch of clouds, which is probably the heat. And looks like there might be a 13 of something in between that and some type of steam, and then there's like what? A tube with a fan. And the tube collects the heat. And then that's the radiant chasm. Okay. So I guess he's saying that he's harnessed this heat that's excessive to do something for him. Okay. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complete tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I've also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge and something. Oh. There's a compass. 3 meters is not enough. And there's a rocket ship. So things are missing. I'm leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I've just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months, so that's the missing stuff. Fortunately, I've copied many of my construction notes in another journal. Okay, so there's somewhere else that's going to have all that. Okay. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. That does not make sense to me. Because I would think if you have questions about a place, you would find answers there and not somewhere else. To some extent. But, okay. There's a piano. I'm going to take a picture of the piano because I do not want to draw that all out. But I think that will be important to something. Looks like what? C, F, dun, 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 C, F, no, C, C, E minor, or like it's an E flat, C, C, E flat, F, B flat? Okay. That was the blue. That one looks pretty bad. This green one doesn't look so bad. What did the blue have like its thing? No. What does, I can't tell what it says there, but this green says Channelwood, and I think he mentioned it, and this says the Stone Ship Age. So, Channelwood. I've called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. Oh no. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water, and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human, at least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me very uncomfortable. Yeah, it would make me uncomfortable too. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. These sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved to the trees, where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him and apparently all humans as if they were heroes or gods. And there's a he that's been crossed out. Okay. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body he had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. Wonder why this is now a different color ink. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons. That's what I think I vaguely remember. Yeah, is that Sirius and Akanar are sons. Okay. And hopefully return with them. So he wants to bring them to Channelwood. Okay. However, I'm sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Sirius and Akanar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoan age. Sirius has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. This does not bode well. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Coctic? I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Sirius and Akanar here. See Everdunes Journal for more information. That's not that one, is it? Oh, goodness, how much reading did I walk myself into? Okay. After watching Sirius and Akanar, unless the Everdunes is the one I already read. We'll just have to see. After watching Sirius and Akanar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again, and for a little longer time. Again, we're changing colors. So what we've seen, blue, green, this purple, red, and blue here. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Sirius and Akanar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days, and I've been to many different places. I had to tell Sirius and Akanar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remember her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Sirius and Akanar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understood why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. Okay, that explains it. I've shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Okay, looks like we have some type of diagram of a bridge. Is this like the trees? Yeah, and I think these pictures are probably important, so I'm gonna take pictures because that's a lot for me to sketch. And I'm not really that great at sketching anyway. So that was Channelwood. I still cannot tell what this blue one is here, but if that was the one he was saying, then that would be nice. Okay, so this Stone Age one is, I think, maybe the last we can read here, because all of these look pretty well destroyed. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This is where Emmett lived. Is it Emmett or Emmett? I go with Emmett because of the two M's. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends. How did Emmett name the person? Was it a baby? Or did they just not have a name? Okay. Okay, so they're swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzling clear, allowing them to see almost through the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. So, are the drawings more than drawings then? Are they meant to be... like he's like writing something, drawing something into existence? I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Okay. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I've enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I've learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. I'm going to take a picture of that thing. Lamp. Okay. submersible lamp, so maybe it can go under the water. Ooh. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I've also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I have returned with many tools that I will need for the construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written. So I guess the art is the thing with the drawing into existence. Okay. I think. Okay, so it's gonna continue, and this, I guess, stone ship age, bird's eye view. Okay. So I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. How is he finding these places? Huh. I don't know that that's going to get answered, but that would be great to know. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. So the lighthouse is sinking, and there's constellations. I'm gonna take pictures of these, because I think they're gonna be useful, apparently. So we have an anchor, an eye, snake, a beetle, a cross, an arrow, a bird, and a leaf. Okay. 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 Tower rotation. What does that mean? I hear something moving, I just don't know what it means. Oh, what is this? Can we... What in the... I don't know what that means, but that seems like something that's important. Okay, there's the thing. What does this mean? I was gonna say, like, I thought something happened with the paintings. Oh! Hello. And that closes the door. Okay. Well, before we do that... It looks like that goes to another world. What? Oh, it wants me to...
Serious? Is that you? Are you? See you. You know. Help me. Bring me blue pages. Never.
Okay.
Just... I must have the blue page.
He wants blue pages.
Bring them to me.
Well, that kind of looks like the Myst book, and like that you could open it and like I guess if you were to click it you'd go into another world, but maybe it's broken. Okay. I bet the other is similar. And he said Cirrus is that year, so I bet that's Akinar. Yeah.
Why?
Why? That's what you start with?
Bring me a red page. I can't see you.
Can't see me. Well, I don't know that I want
You
you
read
to.
it, you must. Bring. Shh. I am serious.
You are serious, okay.
Give it up. Don't go. There is one thing I'm going to rescue. You must.
Okay. So we have Cirrus and then Akinar. Thingy that I'm not sure about. That's the door out. And then that was what made it so we can go up here. So let us walk through this structure. Oh, how interesting. It's very loud in here. Oh, do I have to... Where are we now? Tower. So I guess down there's the library, and then this is a... October. Okay, these are days and times, so maybe if we put them in that thingy, we can get something. So, let's see. October 11, 1984, 10:04 a.m. January 17th, 12:07, 5:46 a.m. November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 p.m. We can go down. That was all that we had to see there. And it looked like there was also... Okay, so that had a key. This has a book sign on it. What is this? I don't understand, but okay. So maybe... I still wonder... I wondered the fireplace thing, because that was like... Oh, let me get out of here first. Let's not get in... Let's be away from the loud room. Okay. I wonder if this has to do with those constellations maybe in the book. Here. So I guess that opens... Okay. Yeah, okay. I wonder if this... I wonder if this correlates to the constellations, or if the constellations correlate to what's that chair room. Because, I mean, the constellations were kind of in a square like this, right? So, like, if we had one, and then maybe one, and then, like, boom. See, I don't know. Oh, it's nighttime now. Can I go? Oh, there's that rocket ship thingy. So we can't... Here, I want to pull that up. Okay, so I wonder if we're going to get in there and then go somewhere. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in here and see if we can't do anything with those dates and times. I feel like I'm doing something right when there's music coming on. just because of how much of this is very much quiet game. Okay, so we want October, and then 11, and 1984. That there, and then we want 1004. That matches the maple leaf. Okay. So that... say that's definitely the maple leaf. Double checking every other one I took a picture of. Okay, let's do January 17th. And then this would be 1201 or 1207 actually. Was 5:46 a.m. Okay. That kind of looks like the snake. Out of the ones that are brighter, so I'm going to say that's the snake. Then November 23, 97, 91. At 6:57 p.m. Kind of looks like the beetle. Okay. Okay, so we figured out how those are connected. I just don't know how we're gonna use them. Let's see. Still nighttime. What do these buttons do? There's an eyeball. Interesting. Oh, those are like the constellations. So maybe if we get... So he doesn't... We don't need the cross. We need... Let's see. That one is... We need the maple leaf. We need the beetle. need the snake. Okay. Looks like the boat opened. Does that mean that there's a boat out here somewhere? Oh, that is so interesting. Okay, let's go take a boat ride, I guess. Ah, no, wrong way. I want to go take a boat ride. There we go. Okay, I just want to explore the boat up here. No, not what I meant to do. Come on. Oh, it's so dark. Is this the Stone Age one that he said? Oh, it's raining. Oh, hello. I cannot see for the life of me. What do these do? Interesting. Does that go back down to the book? I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so there's water. Oh, hello. I thought I was gonna go part way and I could look over here. Interesting. I think they were saying they were scared of rain, so that means I guess we're not gonna see anybody. 60. Looks like we're turning this, so it was set at 60. I don't remember him saying anything about an eyeglass. There's just this lamp thing, maybe, that it's connected to. Oh, that's the... Okay. So that's down where we were pressing those buttons. And that's the water we can't get into. Okay. I want to go to the lighthouse, I think. There's a key. I bet we need... That one thing had a key thingy, didn't it? Okay. I don't know how I just did that one, but okay. I cannot see a thing. I wonder if we can turn lights on with that thingy. Here. This doesn't look more lit up than before. It just feels like it's the most lit up thing. Okay, I want to see if the... Did this change anything with the water? It did! Hello. I cannot see anything for the life of me. But we are doing something somewhere. Oh. Interesting. So that's, I guess we found a bedroom. We should be able to. What is this? I feel like we should be able to move with the arrow or something. Over here, a dresser, jewels, pennies, plates, fabrics. Oh, well, we got a red page, and we don't have an inventory. Well. This is an interesting thing. So I can't see those. I can't see where I'm going here. I can just go straight. Great. So how did I even... I just kind of spawned, like right over here, I thought. Was there a book over here? Oh, maybe I can't, well, that button is pressed, get down there. But I can if this one is. Because I'm believing the book is over here somewhere. I just can't see for the life of me. Maybe that's where I can have the flashlight. There we go. Oh, this helps so much. Now what did I miss? Okay. Okay. I should have thought about that when we were going down that thing. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna... Where's... I just want to find where we... The book for Myst is what I need. I thought maybe it would be, like, around where we spawned, but okay. Oh well. So we can't go there because it's wet now. Can we... If... That is wet too. And that goes up all the way. Okay. So maybe if we put it at... So that is wet, and then... So they're all wet at 3. Maybe there's another place to go. Down here? No. It just has me turning and turning around. And that's that bedroom again. Are we absolutely sure? I wonder if the one higher up isn't okay now. Okay, so we can go down this way too. Interesting. Oh, poisony medical stuff. Interesting. Not scary at all. Haha. I bet there's going to be another page. And marker. The vault is located. Turn every one to the on. I wonder if that has to do with the switches. We need them all turned on, apparently. Oh, well, there's a blue note. Do we have both now? No, I haven't. Did they ever make an inventory? I'm gonna save. Okay. Well, there's a blue page. So, are we to be implied that this is Akinar's room and that was Cirrus's room? I still need to find the Book of Myst to get back. That's the way we just came. Ugh. I still need to find a way out of here. Like, and like, it's completely padlocked. I feel like that's my way out. So we need to find how we're supposed to get out, I guess. We tried going through the 2 bedrooms. I think it must be tied to the eyeglass. Is there a way I can, like, use 280 on that block, maybe? Like, 280 was the top of the thing. Oh, no, it's like a full-on padlock, so, like, I have to have a key. Well, we didn't really get to find anything in there, did we? We just know the 2 pages are from the 2 bedrooms. Interesting. So this is like underwater, isn't it? I'm a little stuck, and I knew this was gonna happen. Myst, from what my dad has said, is like notoriously hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look up walkthrough, and I'm going to, I guess we need to, I think we did this out of like order from what people probably usually do, but this is Stone Ship Age for sure. And okay, go to, so we need to pump water. Okay. We need to pump this water out. So we know what 2 does. I bet it is 3 that gets this water. Hey, this looks a lot better. So now we can go down the stairs. Down the stairs. Okay. And there is a chest. And that looks to be where the water may be coming from. Anyways. So we're supposed to let the water come out of this. And then it says again, we do that to keep the air in. Okay. Now I'm gonna go put it back on 1. Because we want the lighthouse to be filled again. Okay, and then we need a key apparently. Open a chest using the key. Is there a key somewhere that I missed? There's a dangling key? There's a dangling key. Oh. I didn't even realize that's a key. Goodness. I was over here doing something. Oh, we're filling this with power? Okay. Hopefully this does not explode. Is it done? Now I have pages. I'm hoping I can check. I feel like this is where the book should end up, because there's nothing else down here. I don't know what the point of that charge was, so... maybe there's something new? We can't go into either of these though right now. And this just goes up to the telescope. There's the lighthouse at 135. And then I think 60 was like the default or something. Yeah. So the lighthouse is at 135, and I feel like that's important because we see that shiny. Where did I get 280 from? I think there was something else that looked like it was poking up, but that, I guess, seems important. There's nothing down there. Is there something I missed? Probably, because we're playing this. Okay. So let's see if there's something more we can do down here now. Maybe. Oh, what's this? Interesting, interesting. Oh. What did I do? What did I do? Is it still gonna be going off at me? I did not mean for me to make such a noise. It would be over here, right? Wow. Okay. This is not what I wanted. Okay. here's... I'm reading the thingy. So we know 135. Clockwise from due north. Okay, so I don't know how, there's not a way I was going to be getting this one. We do not have power, so we have to go back, all the way back. This was going to involve math that was just not going to come to me. Oh, the throes of geometry. This is why I like history and I like music, because the math involved does not have to be geometry. I mean, it's not purely geometry. I just am not interested in math and science that much. Maybe that's why my dad liked this game. This is so math heavy. But, I mean, I am liking the atmosphere. Let's see. I think we got it all the way now. So now we're gonna go down. And, whoops, wrong way. We need to go back into the room. Okay. And the walkthrough I was doing said to save it here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the save there. Okay. So, it says here that the trick is to input the heading for the lighthouse into the compass. And we know that's 135. So, that is a southeast heading. So we use the indicators here to think like southeast. And we have to find, so it says here that there's 32 buttons. And we can count clockwise. And just count from 12. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So that lines up with the thing. So that feels like we did something right. And we have the pages, so I suspect, based upon what I'm seeing here. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. I exited out the other side. Okay. So now where I was thinking the book it does say that's where the book is going to be. It's just we hadn't done what we needed to spawn it. So lesson learned. Think about going back to places, because obviously this one required backtracking to different locations. Looking at this walkthrough, they suggest you get the pages after doing that, so I guess I did it in reverse. But anyways. A now powered table. And there's our Book of Myst. And where is this gonna drop me? Oh, this dropped me like literally. Okay. Well, we have the blue page.
You returned. You wouldn't return. Ages to rescue me. I'm acting off.
I figured that you
My
were.
brother, I beg you. Be complete.
You sound a little.
Always blue pages.
Yes, I figured you were blue.
Listen to him.
Listen to somebody?
Listen to my brother.
Don't listen to somebody.
An egotistical fool and a liar.
Oh, you don't like it.
The red ones. Don't bring the red ones.
Don't bring the red ones. I have both, I'm sorry.
I've been wrongfully imprisoned. You must. I will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages, please.
Well, he does not sound like he's had a good time. Do I still have your page?
Why?
I guess I don't. Do I need to go back and get the red page? Do I...
Why? Bring me a red page. I can't see.
Hey, this sounds like what he said last
You red
time.
page, you must.
So, do I have to go back and get... I think his was the first room. Yeah. So, if we go in quickly... I hate that we're doing all this pumping just for a stupid page that I already picked up. Come on. And that was not over here. That was... Oh, not that. Goodness. That was over here. There's his page. Okay. So we have to bring the pages back. Separately, apparently. I don't think this makes sense, but okay. I know I'd heard people had played this and had issues with, like, something like this happening, and I don't know. Having not really played any of the other Myst games at all, like, this is the only one I ever really touched, and I barely did anything with it, because things just did not go the way I wanted them to, like, end of the day. But, I don't know. My dad, let me see. So my dad has, I believe he has the Masterpiece Edition of Myst, so I think that's, like, the second release. And then he has Riven, and he has Myst 4. I don't know that he's played the others. I don't know that he even finished Myst 4. But, I don't know. I hope that they added an inventory system, because this was a little nutso. Like, how could we suddenly have, like, hold a key and a page, but we can't hold 2 pages and a key, you know? That is where I'm at. Okay, Mr. Cirrus, we have your page. I also, okay, because my dad played Myst, I actually do have an idea of kind of what's going on. I don't really want to talk about it if you're watching this and you've never played Myst before, but, like, I have an idea.
You've returned.
Oh, you sound too proud of yourself.
Thank you for bringing me back. You must continue to help. My name is Cirrus.
I think you said that before.
I beg you to find the remaining pages. You must release me from this book, which has become bring.
Dude sounds full of himself.
Pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. My brother is guilty.
And he doesn't want you to help his brother. So I guess Achenar and Cirrus don't like each other. And both say that
Bring the
they're
red page to me.
wrongly imprisoned. Okay. Got it? Okay, dude. I guess that is it for him. I'm gonna go, and I think that was referring to in another one, to turn on all the switches with that, like, that thingy. That sounds so stupid how I'm saying that. But, that sheet of paper that looked to be torn in half. I think we need to power all of these, is kind of what that was implying. Yeah, turn them up. Turn them up. Can I go out there, or do I need to... some sort of time, maybe? Maybe that's connected to another one. What is this? Oh, there's a gas gauge? Oh, there's a safe with numbers. Okay, so these look like maybe they're 2 different puzzles to get into other worlds. Does this go back around over here? Oh, yes. My cat is telling me it is about time. So, I think that probably ends this part. I don't know that we got all the switches. I don't know that there's a way to check that necessarily. Got that one over there, which I think is probably for another age. Did that one. Yes, I hear you. Oh, now there's more stuff. So the tower rotates to look at stuff, maybe? And you can look at it during the day? Interesting. Anyways, that, I think, completes it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw a save in here. And I will catch y'all at another time next week, probably. So, for now, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, etc. And, yeah, bye for now.